They're in the ATV.
Hi guys. Hi Sam. Hi friends. Good morning. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? It is a smoking hot day today. Holy smokes. Told Sammy to be ready. Yeah, welcome in. Oh man, Annie. Bonkman redeemed a cook with Sammy. What is it? Just first things first, right? Unreal. Yes. Okay, guys, hope you had a great rest of your day yesterday? We did. We just kind of relaxed, had that like good couple hours of cooking for people to come pick up their stuff. Once again, all of our customers died last night is what we heard from them. So we're like, well, glad we could give you that experience if that's what you're looking for. They're like, it was perfect. We're dead now. Scat, how are you? You're just finishing up your moqueca? I'm so pumped, dude. Oh man, that honestly just made my day. Okay, so Scat did the moqueca, or he took notes on Friday, the whole stream when we made our Brazilian seafood stew. And he's just finishing up for himself now. Let me know what you think, Scat, because Sam and I love this dish. We love it. Okay, let's welcome everyone in. Hi, Bonkman. Thanks for being first. Uki, so good to see you today, man. And thank you for the host. I hope you have been enjoying all of the Animal Crossing games that I have not been into lately, but I promise I'll get back into it. Goofball Guinness, welcome. How's it going? Okay, Dust Pirate, hi Dust. Hope you've been having a good weekend. Jen with the 13-month resub. Okay, Jen, so I don't know if you noticed, but you got a little VIP badge next to your name now. That is really crazy that you've been watching for 13 months, because it does not feel like that long. And guys, a little history with Chips for Dinner and I is we go way back. We're like real life friends too. But now we just connect through the internet. Funny how that happens, right? Nice, Bonkman. Okay, so your power is all back, and hopefully they got those fires under control. Hello, Titan. You guys had an earthquake there last weekend? Yeah, keep it in Cali, please. Please, guys. Hi, CBD. Welcome back, man. Great to have you in here. I love how you just pop in on Friday and you're like, yep, I'm back here now, full time. This is a full-time thing. Quadcore, good morning. Yes, hope you are well too. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Hello, iShot, Jiggles. Jack Hunter, hi, hi. Kiwi Mish. Yeah, good evening as well. We're allowed to say that. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Okay, today's stream, as with all Sundays, gonna be a little bit more quick for sure compared to how our previous or prior 2 days have gone on Twitch. But yes, lots of great food so far this weekend. We only have one recipe linked for you guys, and I got the chicken into the buttermilk last night at like 9 p.m. You guys are gonna be shocked when I say this, but I actually sat down and like deboned the thighs. I was like, I really don't think I can stand like any more today. So pulled up my little chair to my countertop there, and I just like did a quick little 5-minute debone for the thighs, because we bought them bone-in chicken thighs. So took the bone out, froze those for a stock in the future, and then in this bag I just mixed up about half a cup of buttermilk and a good couple tablespoons of hot sauce. And for this one I used a Nando's. Yeah, don't even believe me, Annie. I'm surprised I even told you guys that. That should be unspoken. So this is what I put with it, just some piri. And it is, I really like this brand because it's just water, vinegar, onion puree, salt, lemon puree, sunflower seed oil, spices, green chili, garlic puree, and rosemary extract. So all really yummy things in this. And I got this from Costco. We've had it for like years, guys. Super good though with chicken. And well, if we have anyone from the UK, I think it's way more popular in the UK, right? Nando's chicken. Like my first intro to Nando's was when I was in London, and I was like, you know what? I need some just like plain nice grilled chicken. I forget what else they put on the plate, but you can choose a couple sides to go with it. It's super tasty. So for a chain restaurant, I think they do pretty good. And yeah, they grill it right over the charcoal. It's not from Australia, Mythical. Also, hello. And hi, Greek, too. I believe it's a UK thing. I know that so Greek, there was one Nando's in Vancouver when we were still there. Whew. Do you remember what street it was on, Sam? It was in like kind of, was it Yaletown-ish?
Yaletown-ish.
Yeah, the Nando's garlic is super good, right, CBD? It's finally raining, Quadcore, in dried out Germany. I'm happy for you then, because it sounds like you guys needed it. Dunsmuir, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I don't believe Nando's is from Australia, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Hello, Essa. Yeah, it should be like 2 minutes from you then. That's cool. I know where you live. Because everyone always jokes about how like viewers can be creepy towards streamers. It's like, yeah, you guys tell me where you live. I can probably like pinpoint it. Hello, Chef Steve 330. Guys, we have a fellow food and drink streamer in here already this morning. How was your weekend, man? Hopefully you didn't work too hard. Dust, thank you for starting out, gifting the sub to Quadcore Fenia. Thank you so much, Quadcore, for the wonderful 2 months together. Okay, so there's our recipe linked. I chose that recipe because it was the most similar to what we're gonna be doing today. So as you can see, super simple prep just the day before. And I don't think you should skimp marinating the buttermilk with the chicken overnight. It really does help tenderize it. So there's all these like nice little cultures in the buttermilk, right? One can say maybe like a type of ferment. And those cultures help to like slowly kind of tenderize and break down the protein. And then I also think that the buttermilk helps to keep it more juicy too. Like anytime you're like cooking something in dairy, it'll just keep it more moist to begin with. Good morning, Nike. How are you, man? I saw your waifu's photo or illustration, drawing, whatever you want to call it, that you did. So good, man. So good. Please don't stop that. I'm loving it. Okay, so check out that recipe. But one thing that I wanted to do before we start cooking, where did chicken and waffles even come from, right? It's like a dish that we all kind of know, especially if you're in North America, I would say. It's pretty big on some brunch menus. Everyone needs a maple syrup emote. Thank you, Quadcore. So where did chicken and waffles come from? I found a great article for us to read today. According to Hales, there are several origins of chicken and waffles in the US, dating pretty far back. One, he said, starts with a farm. Yeah, it's a southern thing. Oh, we're getting there, Bonkman. On a farm, cooking chickens for breakfast is common, and I've heard the Pennsylvania Dutch came up with chicken and waffles, so he heard that. Their version of the dish is said to have been plain chicken that was braised or simmered and then just placed on top of a plain waffle. That's like the basis of it, right? So we start really basic, and then, well, as our minds expand over the years, we're like, what else can we transform this into, right? And then the other thing I think is a lot of us crave like a texture. So it doesn't sound like there was a lot of like crunchy textures happening in that first chicken and waffle with it being simmered and such. And he says he notes the version of chicken and waffles that have made its way into mainstream brunch culture today was born of the soul food movement in American cuisine. Okay, so we're gonna stop there for a sec. Soul food. We need to first know, what is soul food, guys? Not really a thing ever spoken about up here in Canada. I would say I don't think I've ever heard anyone like talking about soul food or really sharing it either. So this is an ethnic cuisine traditionally prepared and eaten by African Americans in the southern United States. Very important. This cuisine originated with the foods that were given to the enslaved West Africans on southern plantations during the American colonial period. However, it was strongly influenced by the traditional practices of West Africans and Native Americans from its inception. So due to the historical presence of African Americans in the southern region, soul food is closely associated with the cuisine of American South, although today it's become an easily identifiable and celebrated aspect of mainstream American food culture. Very important to know where these dishes came from and how the ingredients were obtained. So these ingredients were originally obtained by just the slaves being given these foods to prepare for themselves. Well, at least they were given food, right? Like, we really need to note the history of especially American food, guys. So yes, the movement going on right now, Black Lives Matter, like, food really ties into all of that. I think we should make that point first thing. So hope you guys feel the same way as well. So the expression soul food originated in the mid-1960s when soul was a common word used to describe African American culture. You ran out of grits, Cookie. Yeah, speaking of soul food, grits is a big one. You were surprised it was a thing in New Orleans? I think those things just kind of kept gravitating, right? As people moved along throughout the country. So the term soul food actually didn't become popular until the 1960s and 70s in the midst of the Black Power movement. But it should have been talked about much earlier than that, right? So that is our intro to soul food. So chicken and waffles is soul food. So the meal combined leftover fried chicken from the previous night with the classic breakfast elements of waffles and syrup. However, the exact location of the origin of this dish is unknown. Some claim the Harlem section of LA, California was the first to popularize the staple, while others allege that Baltimore, Maryland was the founding father of chicken and waffles. So as with a lot of other American dishes, no one really knows where it was started. Oh man, Dust, yeah, collard greens, I am in. I think soul food is one of my favorite foods as well, guys. Oh no, yeah, no pressure from Eric. He's from the South, as a lot of you are actually from the South. We love you guys. Do not mess it up. So he says, either way, no matter where the dish originated from, there is one region that has laid claim to bringing the meal to the point of where it is today. Hello, DG Poe. Thank you for that raid. How is your morning so far, friends? And what did you get up to today on Twitch? Welcome. We have not started cooking yet. We're just going over a little bit of some history on chicken and waffles before we start making the dish. Because it's always important to know where the food comes from. Yeah, top of the morning to ya. Hello, Puerto Rican. Tombstone, welcome in. Chicken and waffles, yep. And we are frying them up outside over a wood fire. It's gonna be fun. We're not doing any cooking inside today. I'm even making the blueberry compote outside in a little pot on the Mini Max. So get pumped, guys. I was like, Sam, I'm not cooking anything inside today. I was like, I'm making the compote out there too. So we're gonna have 2 of the eggs going again. 3 of the eggs going, sorry. Biggest one's gonna have pork belly smoking for bacon. Little guy, we're gonna do the compote on it. Medium one, AKA the large, is gonna be our deep fryer. And we can also bring the waffle iron outside too and plug it in. So yeah, we're completely cooking outside today. Cooking with fire, let's go. I don't know if it's a KFC chicken. I'm not claiming this to be a KFC chicken. This is kind of just our own little buttermilk marinade with some Nando's hot sauce, and then just a really simple dredge, I think, of flour, a touch of cornstarch, and then maybe a little dash of some Tony Chachere's in there. Yeah, it's a secret. It's actually not. So the one little note on this dish is Sam and I have been making this 4 years now?
Yeah.
For 4 years. Or, yeah, we first started making this dish about 4 years ago. We put it on our brunch menu when we were working at Big Rock Brewery in Vancouver. And this is the exact dish. Well, happy to say that we no longer work there, and we're not trying to make any sort of money off of this today. So we thought we'll share the dish with you guys. And yeah, there's no exact recipe for it. So you just have to watch and learn. Yeah, the neighborhood's gonna be smelling real good. Our neighbors are okay with us.
Real good.
Yeah, did they ever figure out the 7 secret spices? I'm not sure. Hi, Cheese. How are you, man? Can we get a shout out for Cheese? Are you done streaming, my dude? And how did your pizza day go? Yeah, Tony's. I'm happy that you guys know what it is. And this is not a thing. I don't know why my nose is running. Give me a sec here. This is, yeah, it's already preparing for the Tonys. So this is not really a spice that you can find in Canada. We have to like special order it. So we get like a big amount all the time to hold us over for maybe about a year. But yeah, anytime I open this stuff up, I am sneezing. I don't know what it is, but it's always a funny interaction. No stream today, Cheese, but you're making pizzas behind the scenes, your little 17th Street. Are you selling some? Okay, we have a little bit more to read and then we'll get going outside. So one of the reasons why chicken and waffles remain so popular is that it's versatile when it comes to both ingredients and time of ingesting. Yes, chicken and waffles can be eaten at any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But yes, it's also a great late night food after maybe a few too many drinks. Or it could also be perfect the morning after to cure your hangover. That's 24 hours of eating chicken and waffles possibilities. Here we go. So he also says restaurants love to add the dish to the menu because it's easy to customize and elevate to a more sophisticated plate. So yes, we're doing a cornbread waffle with it today to get some of that corn into there from our soul food. A blueberry thyme compote, which is our little spin on the dish. So here in BC, we get amazing blueberries and they were in season. I think they still are actually. So we bought a bunch when they were in season and I just IQF froze them. So I'll take out some of those nice local berries and then pick some of the thyme. You guys can actually see in our outside cam, the top left planter there is where we're gonna be picking our thyme out of. And then you just let that slowly cook down with a little bit of lemon juice to thicken it up. Super, super good. So like having that kind of savory fruit contrast with the crispiness of the chicken and then the sweetness of the corn and the waffle. And then we finish all of that off by infusing some honey with chili flakes and spicing up the honey. So you guys in America have Mike's hot honey. Doesn't exist here, so we're gonna make Kate's hot honey. Where is my hubby? He is roaming around. He's just over there, but he'll be cooking with us today, so don't you worry, DG. Yeah, homemade boneless spicy chicken sandos. Oh, some of that delicious Canadian gold syrup, but blueberry. Yeah, you know, sometimes there's nothing better, Tombstone, than a little bit of this homegrown Canadian maple syrup on your chicken and waffles. But we wanted to show you guys how we elevated the dish. Yeah, we'll put a little touch of that in there. Keep it Canadian. Oh, here's another good flavor. So flavor the butter and the syrup with bourbon or whiskey and serve it alongside a blackberry bourbon iced tea cocktail. Okay, maybe we could do a blueberry bourbon iced tea cocktail. Don't get ahead of yourselves though, because bourbon doesn't exist in this house. I'm sorry. I was also thinking we could maybe make a little like gin and rhubarb kind of cocktail to go with this today though, because we will have a little bit of time. Okay, I feel like that was a great intro into this dish. Yeah, let's get drunk. Does that ever happen here? Very rarely. And I'm also caffeinated, so I was like, I'll drink my coffee early so we can have a brunch cocktail, because that doesn't happen often. Hanru, hello. Hello from Canada, and welcome in from Germany. We actually have quite a few Germans watching all the time. Okay, real quick, our little list. Yeah, we're making it again today. We're making that list. Our chicken is pre-brined in the buttermilk. I would say if you forget to do it overnight, give yourself at least 2 hours for it to sit in there. Minimum 2 hours, maximum, you don't want to go more than 24 hours with your chicken in that buttermilk marinade, because it will actually start to slowly break down the meat and make it like a little bit more mushy, let's say, which is weird, right, in your mouth feel. So yeah, no more than 24 hours with that type of marinade. Will I make you homemade chocolate milk? If you save up enough pots and pans, DG, which is 50,000, I would actually love to make you some homemade chocolate milk on stream. Yeah, no mushy fried chimkin either, exactly. So, buttermilk chicken. Give you that view instead for now. So you can check that off. And then we just need to make our dredge, is what it's called. So the flour, the little bit of cornstarch, which helps to crisp it up even more. So that's a good little pro tip there for you guys. Cornstarch or rice flour added into your all-purpose stuff will give you more crispiness. Okay, chicken dredge, and that is done. Underneath that, waffle. And the waffle batter, you can mix it up like half an hour ahead of time of when you want to start using it. Yo, Nike, jerk chicken and waffles is amazing. So that's something that we did do with this dish before, because on that same menu, we had chicken wings done up jerk style from one of the... She was the bar manager, actually, and she was Jamaican, so we got her mom's jerk recipe. And yeah, on that menu, that was like, beside the spice level, there was like 3 flames beside it, because we were like blowing people's faces off. It's like, you guys want spicy, this is it. So yeah, jerk chicken and waffles, unreal. Do we make the waffles a little less sweet than normal? I'm gonna say yes, Annie. I haven't actually chosen a waffle recipe yet. What I was thinking of doing is like taking a pretty basic waffle recipe and then just switching out a bit of the flour for some cornmeal. Yeah, pretty cool, Nike. Pretty cool. Hi, Williams. How are you doing, man?
My parents are gonna see Hitch in like 5 minutes.
Guys, Sam's parents are stream sniping Hitch right now, by the way, in Ontario. Okay, with our buttermilk chicken dredge and the waffle, let's put our blueberry compote on there. And that compote should only take about 20 minutes to make. You really don't need a lot. I think we'll only make about 1.5 cups worth, should be more than enough. Hello, late night tough guy and Trev. Welcome in, friends. Yeah, what are these Pokemon badges? Actually, 2 of them are little Twitch emotes, and then this center one is for stream elements, which we use to run the stream. And this one was from when we raised some money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital last year. But yeah, I love Pokemon. Okay, last one. Hot honey. That hot honey. And then on the bottom, rhubarb gin fizz. That sounds nice. Rhubarb gin fizz. Okay, I'm in. And you guys do notice that I took the chicken out of the fridge so it can slowly kind of start to warm up. I mean, we don't want the chicken to get too dark on the outside in the fryer by it being too cold when we drop it in. So anytime you're cooking meat especially, you don't want it ice cold out of the fridge. As much as you're like, oh, they'll keep it nice and fresh, meat cooks a lot more evenly when you let it warm up just a touch. Because it's always going to take the longest to cook it through to the center, right? But if we get the meat to a point where it's all kind of the same temp, and obviously not cold, it'll just cook way better that way. So that's our first step then, we'll say. And then all we have to do is take those pieces out of the buttermilk and literally put it right into the dredge. That is it. Yeah, rhubarb. And we're gonna use a little vanilla rhubarb simple syrup that I made like a month back. It's been staring at me in the fridge. I'm like, I need to make this today. Hitch isn't far from you either, CBD. Yo, you should message him. He is a legend, by the way, guys. Seriously, like, spending time with Hitch, he feels like family. Sam and I both agreed on that one. It's like, he just feels like he's your brother or something. So easy to talk to. Such a genuine person.
Maybe the storm is following him up.
It's a rhubarb party. He's being chased by a thunderstorm right now. So Sam's parents are like, you can come hunker down for a few days if you need to.
That's some stuff coming in.
Yeah, you heard him. You heard. Okay, chicken, check. Let's do our dredge next. We're gonna do all the things that are not cooking. We'll make the cocktail and then we'll go outside. Yeah, he's trying to outrace the thunderstorm. So far, so good. Essa, you've never had rhubarb? Rhubarb is a very sour, I mean, can we call it a fruit? A stem of sorts from a plant? A vegetable. Rhubarb is a vegetable. We're making a vegetable cocktail today, yep. Derived from cultivated plants. So the whole plant is a herbaceous perennial growing from short, thick rhizomes. So the rhizomes are the rhubarb stems. And then the leaves are actually like really poisonous, I've heard. So yes, very sour. And what I remember growing up is my grandparents both had rhubarb plants. So whenever you go to the grandparents, you like take off that fresh thing of rhubarb, peel it down if it's really big, and then you get a little vat of sugar, dip your rhubarb in because it's that sour, and then eat it like that. You guys know. Some of you know. Hi, Meta Monkeys. Yeah, exactly, Trev. We treat it as a fruit though, even though it is a vegetable. Jiggles. It's basically just purple sour celery. Yours too, Jen? Yeah. Oh, check your teeth after. The good or bad kind of poison? It's the bad kind. Okay, let's do our dredge up. The dredge. We got our flour. Actually, might as well take out our cornmeal at the same time because we'll need that for the waffles later. Flour. Cornstarch. You've never been much of a fan of rhubarb, Bonkmond? Mixed with strawberry and plenty of sugar. Yeah, that is my favorite combo as well. Yeah, hoping for that 2-year badge real soon, Annie. I know, that's the thing, is like, we have you guys subscribed for over 2 years. I wish we could give you a different badge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Kiwi mish. Okay, so this is a very large tub of cornstarch. But it was only $4 at Costco. Like, I was actually shocked at the price compared to like the smaller. I don't know if you remember me using the smaller little tub I had previous. That was the same price as this. So I was like, why would I not buy the mass amount? 1 kilo. I'm quite sure that lasts us like a couple years. What you got? They're there?
I can see the traffic lights where my parents are.
Sam's parents are stream sniping Hitch. They're on this side by side. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 cup of flour. It's deceiving. You don't need a lot of dredge to cover the chicken. And actually, one note on the chicken, we might have to just cut it up into a bit smaller pieces. Use maybe 500 grams a year. That's crazy. Otto Lange has a nice recipe. I love Otto Lange. Okay, so 1 cup of AP flour, and I'll do a 1/4 cup of the cornstarch. And then just to season the dredge as well, a little shake of the tonus. It went up my nose. Here it comes. Do about a tablespoon worth of that, and then we'll just whisk that up. Oh, the sneeze is building. Oh, that was close. Thanks, Sammy. It got me good. So yes, whenever you're deep frying chicken, it's important to season both the chicken and the dredge, because oil kind of takes away from flavors as it coats your palate. Yes, Tony's and eggs is super good too. Are the waffles sweet or savory? I mean, they're gonna be savory view, and they're like middle of the road though with the corn.
My mom cooks Trevor Duff noodles. I'm gonna be upset.
Oh man. Okay, dredge check. That's as hard as that is. Okay, real quick. You guys are all asking about the waffles, and I wasn't ready. Thought we would find a recipe together. Yeah, I was looking, I was like, I don't know if I want to use a cornbread recipe or if I just want to use a regular waffle recipe. So I think I'll go with like just a very easy waffle recipe. Let's just pick this all recipes one. And then the other thing I want to just make note of is how the waffles look in the recipe, because we have the Belgian waffle maker. And yes, the waffle makers kind of cook differently. So they all have specific batters made from them or made for them. So this is this guy. It is not expensive at all. Old Faithful. Hi, Jay. Yeah, I'm new here. No, you're not. I know for a fact you're not. But hello, sir. Hope you're doing good. You still have your grandma's with the cloth cord. Probably shouldn't use it anymore. I think my mom has her mom's still. So it's like the rectangular one. Super heavy lid and stuff. Epic. I have attempted making a Dutch baby pancake, but it didn't really turn out when I made it. So I think we need to do a second rendition. Nice. Finally found some time to tune in, Jay. Currently on the 90-degree screen, providing couch entertainment. Unreal, man. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so this recipe, over 2,600 reviews, 3,600 ratings at 4.5 stars. I think it's a good recipe, right? If that many people enjoy it. 10 to 12 waffles. Sam, do you need waffles in your future? Just need to ask him one more time. How many waffles would you like in your future? Because the recipe makes 10 to 12. Should I half it?
Yeah, just make it.
Okay. He needs waffles in his future. Cookie, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Jay McManus for 3 months in a row.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Dutch baby pancakes are interesting. Hi, Josh Klein. Oh my God. Sorry, Sam's distracting me a bit, but for a good cause. That's unreal, Greek. Yeah, keep saving those points if you want to see Sammy cook on stream. Oh my gosh. Okay, what we're gonna need. So we will make probably 10 waffles, I would say. It's quite a large waffle iron. No, I haven't yet, Bonkman. Let me do that real quick for you. We'll share in the wealth together. Quick administration work. For the people, you know. Classic waffles from all recipes. Okay, should work now. I saved it and turned it on and off, so we should have 2 commands. Yayers. Okay, as with any type of batter that's like waffles or pancakes, we're gonna need 2 bowls. So 1 bowl for the dry stuff, 1 bowl for the wet stuff. And then you pour the wet into the dry, and it is one of the easiest things to make. So I always think you should have like a good waffle recipe under your belt and a good pancake recipe to always whip out. Because they're kind of interchangeable too. Like I've definitely used pancake batter in a waffle machine before, and it's turned out. Wu-Tang is for the children? It could be, I guess. it could be. Nice quad core. Yeah, you checked out the Incarcerum? Yeah, don't forget the crepe, Vune. Yeah, water down your pancake batter and make a crepe. Thanks, Vune. Okay, so dry goods. Flour, salt, baking powder, sugar, and then obviously our cornmeal. Okay, cornstarch can go.
Good.
Flour, cornmeal. Who in chat has had chicken and waffles before? We're gonna fill up this salt crock. Lots, guys. Yeah, we've had our fair share for sure. I guess that's one of the positives of having to work the brunch shift. It's like, do I want some chicken and waffles today to eat, or do I want an eggs Benedict? Maybe a breakfast sandwich. Not you, Vion. Yeah, I heard it's not really a thing in Europe, right? You can't imagine the combination to be good, and you want to be proven wrong. Oh, we could do that for you, Vion. Hello, Art9K. How have you been? You've also had chicken and waffle cereal, Jiggles. No, that request is still going, Annie. Yeah, Vune's 3-month-old meal request. We decided that we're gonna wait because it's either coq au vin or a salt crusted baked fish. And Vune was like, well, coq au vin is kind of like a fall dish. So we're like, okay, we'll wait on that one. And then I've been waiting to see what kind of fish Zach brings us. So if we get small little fish, or if I see a trout at the store, then we can do the salt baked. I know, I've been really wanting to get that one done. Yeah, shrimp and grits. Okay, just missing our baking powder. That's for our leavening. Some sugar. So I'm gonna like half the amount of sugar in here then if we're going towards savory. And then for our wet stuff, so 2 large eggs, milk, butter, and in this instance, we'll leave the vanilla out. So if you want to take your sweet waffle and make it savory, take the vanilla out, half the sugar. Yes, Jen, you already have a meal in mind? Rapunzel hair? Yeah, I asked Sam, I was like, how do you like this today? I was having fun. You can tell I got up early. And I was like, I need my hair out of here. It is too hot. Okay, clean bowls. Old Faithful. Then we'll get a smaller one for the wet stuff. You always want to put the dry goods in the larger bowl. Sweet Jay, you took a snap of the stream. I'm curious to know what it looks like on a 90-inch screen. I would love to. That might be the biggest Kate face we've ever seen. What is Old Faithful? Heck, I don't know. It's a saying from way back when. And I just always say it from like Dennis the Menace. Old Faithful. When he's like in the bathtub. Okay. Let's do this. We'll start with our dry goods. Boom. Boom. Butter. Ooh, we got to use some of the fancy butter today.
Man, there's a nice bike path to put all it out.
What? What?
That's awesome.
Okay, friends. If you want to know what Sam's parents are like, seriously go check out Hitch's stream right now. Okay, so this is going for 2 cups of flour. Might have to go grab the other flour from outside. Let's see what we get in this. It's gonna go for like 1.5. But then the cornmeal is much more dense. So we don't need like to cover the full 3/4 of a cup of cornmeal. So this looks like we're getting 1 1/3 cups of flour. And I can probably do 1/2 cup of cornmeal and that would be perfect. Whew, just enough in there today. Don't worry guys, there's 40 more kilos. Just not in the house yet. Quad Cora, nice. So you watch the stream on the TV too, guys? That is an interesting one. Maybe I'll put a poll up one day just to see where most of you guys watch on. Because I would be interesting to know. iPad for you late night. Oh, you're from Denver. There it is. There it is from Logan. Oh, this container you're saying? Dude, this is from the same spot where this dish is actually from. So this is what we used to order in at the brewery. It's actually a bocconcini cheese bucket for when we had wood-fired pizzas. 2017, this container's been around. Sam labeled it nicely, flour on top. Very handy though. Oh, sweet. When you're at your boyfriend's flat, you even watch? Love it. Yeah, you never know. That's the thing. There's a lot of great little containers we could save. Okay, there we go. Half a cup of cornmeal, 1 1/3 cups of flour. Yeah, Bune, you have other things to spend your money on. It's okay. Okay. Into here, we also need a teaspoon of salt. Four teaspoons of baking powder. That's a big one. 4 teaspoons worth. Yeah, Vune, you should start streaming. I'm sure you would get a lot of people interested in what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our tablespoon of sugar. So we cut it in half. Okay, that's the dry stuff. And now the wet. So we'll start with 1 1/2 cups of milk, and then we'll get 1/3 cup of butter melting. Oh, sorry, actually, we'll start by whisking up the eggs first, and then the milk into the eggs, and then the butter into that. So 2 large eggs. Oh yeah, I have probably a farmer's tan, Jay, from sometimes I'm painting outside at work, like painting baseboards and stuff like that. So I've gotten a bit of a tan this year. Grab a whisk. Pony Boy, welcome back, as well as King Russell the Great. Okay, so make sure our white and yolk is all evenly mixed before we go any further here. Yeah, phew. Thank you for confirming that. Just like that. Stay there, whisk. Okay, some whole milk. 1 1/2 cups of milk.
Oh, man.
Is it really Sam's parents? Yeah, it is. We're not joking. We've been kind of planning this for the past week or so. And Hitch knew that it was going to be really stormy, so I think he just kind of worked it into his plans. A nice, safe place to be, right? Because it's not like you would want to be outside tenting in that. Any British Canadians, tell me, is whole milk like blue top in the UK? So whole milk, or it's also called homogenized milk, is 3.25%. Yeah, don't tell him where to tent. Well, he set up his tent in our backyard. No problem with that. Yeah, that's why he's stopping Vian. I think he's staying with them. To be honest, I'm kind of out of the loop now that I've started streaming. Okay, just gotta get our butter. %4 there, Jay. Nice. Yeah, I can't imagine 4% milk. That'd be super nice and creamy. Okay, this is our fancy butter here. European style for all of you Europeans. But you can taste the difference of this butter, I will say that. Skim milk. Well, that's basically water though, isn't it? All right, this is our 1 cupper. There we go. 1/3 of a cup. Yeah, free healthcare. Well, here in Canada, Vune, yes. Yes, it does. I hope that one day, late night tough guy, I'll be able to taste that good butter from Denmark you're talking about. Yo, Jen, it is so hot out today. Like, we have every window and blind closed, and we're in the basement as well. Yeah, everything is locked down right now. I got a fan on me, and yeah, we're not cooking inside at all today. Like, no, no, no. Probably actually might go for a dip in the river lately, or later. Depending on the level of it. It's either gonna be high tide where you can go for a dip, or low tide where you can just walk across it. Okay, 30 seconds on that butter, and Chef Mike put our milk and stuff away into the fridge. I don't know what temperature we're getting up to today, but it didn't really cool off overnight either. Okay, about 15 more seconds. Ooh, chicken wings is what you're getting into right now, Titan? That sounds good. Welcome in, Judo. Late, but better than never. Nice, a 5-hour beach day yesterday. That sounds perfect. Sam and I did that so often. It's like, just go from Olympic Village. We would just bike the whole seawall and go to Third Beach all the time. Okay, we got our eggs and milk, and we got our melted butter. So as we drizzle this in, we're gonna also whisk. And then what this does, so this is kind of my special little thing that I do, is it makes these little butter flakes, because as the warm butter hits our cold milk and eggs, it gets hard in these little butter pockets that we can see floating in the milk. And I think that really helps to make a nice, like, light waffle or pancake later on. You went to Rec. Yeah, I've not actually been down to like proper Rec Beach yet, so that's still something I need to do. But yes, you're right, DG. Time to mix. So we got our flour, salt, baking powder, sugar, eggs, milk, butter, because we're leaving the vanilla out this time. We also added our cornmeal to make our cornbread waffle. It's as simple as that. Titan. One hand typing because the other one's holding the chimkin wing. Okay, so whisk up our dry goods. And then we're gonna make, it's called a little well. So we're gonna kind of dig out the center where we're gonna pour the wet stuff. And you can pour it all at once, and then I always try and scrape out. If you notice some of the buttery little flecks are stuck in the bowl, definitely get all of those out. Don't want to waste any of the butter, especially not the fancy European one. Just the old scrapey scrape. And now I'm gonna stop actually with the whisk because this is gonna get thick. Before we go too far and then have to spend a lot of time cleaning the whisk out, let's switch to a spatula now. Spatula, spoon, whatever you desire. Yeah, it's gonna get thick. And now we're just gonna slowly start to bring in the dry with the wet. And then the other key with our pancake and waffle batters, do not overmix it. So a lot of people think that you gotta get it mixed until it's like really smooth. The key is actually to have it like semi-lumpy. Still semi-lumpy. And then let it rest for a little bit. I don't know, it just turns out so good. So I think this is where I'm gonna stop. And yeah, just make sure that there's no dry bits in the bottom. But that's it. And it seems like we added a nice amount of cornmeal. It's not too loose, it's not too thick. So we'll just put that aside for now. And that should be good to go. Little cornmeal waffle batter.
He's holding on to the side by side.
Okay, guys. Weird stuff happening over on Hitch's channel. Sam's parents are now towing him with the side-by-side. Hitch is on his bike and has one hand on the side-by-side, and they're bringing him back. Welcome to Canada.
Yes.
Just going for a rip, eh, bud? Just out for a rip. Okay, I just need a little bit of water. Just shake my head, honestly. Now you can see where Sam has spawned from. Thank you, Bonkman. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep shaking my head here. Okay, another thing off of the list. Okay, I might have lied when I said we weren't gonna do any cooking inside because I'm not gonna be able to fit 2 of my small pots on the mini to do both the honey and the compote. So let's quickly just get the hot honey going. Because that's not a lot of cooking involved in that. Saving it from the rain. Oh my god. Go, go, go. Here we go. And I think this is the day that we liquefy all of the honey and put it into jars for ourselves. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I know I won't be able to pour this out currently. Anyone else have problems with crystallizing honey? Doesn't take long. So I think what I'm gonna do is just cut this top off and then be able to pour it out that way into a big pot. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for the lurk, man. This is for you, Annie, by the way. I am going to use, if I have one, like an X-Acto knife, something nice and sharp. I don't know if we have one in here though. Nah, I should be able to just use a not so nice paring knife. Just be safe, friends. I'm getting the honey out of here, and I think I just want to like cut the top off. I'm trying to figure out how to like get it started. I don't want any injuries today. I think if I make a little hole, and then I can use my kitchen shears. Safety first. The weather is bad. Like, they get some really bad storms over there. So yeah, I think that's why he's hunkering down, Annie. Don't worry, guys. That's why I'm going away from myself. I don't know if it's going to work. I need to do this off camera. Give me a sec. I'm feeling the pressure from your guys watching me. So you know when you're trying not to hurt yourself, that's when it would happen. And if anyone else has a better idea, please let me know. I got it. Just put the honey container down on a flat surface and then shove the kitchen shear into it. These things are beast mode though. Like, this is why you should always have a pair of these. Yeah, just 170 eyes. No, not that many. This is why you don't let your honey crystallize in a Costco container. She ain't combing out. But dang, it's gonna feel good once we have it all re-liquefied. And then the pro tip that we got from another viewer, pour it into wide mouth mason jars so that you can use a spoon to get the crystallized honey out, because it is gonna go back to that form. Yeah, then you have leverage. Flat surface, same way that we cut like carrots in half and then we put the flat surface on the board. Hi, Daff. There we go. So now all I'm gonna do, let gravity do its thing. Just pop that there, and then we'll put a little bit. I got this. You remember, Annie? And actually, it'll go way better if we open this up. Yours is in a glass jar, so you don't think this would work for you. Oh no. But is it like a jar that has a really small mouth like that, Cookie? I'm just gonna take out that and maybe that. We'll make a pretty good amount of hot honey. Okay, let that do its thing. It's gonna take a little bit for the gravity to work all of that down. But glad I got that going. Now, actually leave that there. Just show you guys what I'm gonna be putting in. And it's very, very simple. Just some chili flakes. So you can do like your typical kind of red pepper flakes. I think I have some here. these guys. Or I'm gonna go a little bit more fancy for us today and use some of our homemade smoked chili flakes. I don't know if it'll get a smoky essence. And a little bit of this goes a long way, I would say. I don't want a big amount to pour into there, but I also don't want to pinch it. Get my fingers spicy. That should be good. And then it also kind of gives some color to the honey as well. So if you use like your typical red chilies, it will turn the honey a little bit of a red hue, which is nice. Really good for plating. All right. Now we just pop that on the stove, let that simmer up for, say, about 15 minutes on a medium heat. And that is that. That's hot honey. I don't know if Mike's hot honey is really anything more than that, guys. Okay, only thing we have left. So we're gonna make our blueberry compote outside. So while the honey is going on the stovetop back here, why don't we pour our frozen bloobs into our little sauce pot that we're gonna be cooking in. Kind of get all the ingredients ready in there, so we just have to put it on top of the fire and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. Low jack, the thighs are boneless. So they were purchased bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, but last night at like 9 p.m. I sat down, took the bones out, but definitely want to leave the skin on there. Definitely need to leave the skin on there, Bonkman. That's how you get all the crispy goodness. Okay, just grabbing the bloopers from the freezer here. Ba-dee-dee. And this is how I pack them. So yeah, Food Saver makes resealable bags that are really good. No chicken legs. No, not the whole leg, just the thigh. Definitely skin on. 6 lives. Do you save lives? Okay, let's pour in, because this is gonna cook down, we obviously wanna start with more blueberries. So let's start with just under 2 cups worth. No, I'm gonna go less. Let's start with 1.5 cups of blueberries, because they're also gonna release a bit of juices. I've used bag 18 times, Cookie. You don't have to do that one though. 18 times? Next one going into here is a little bit of lemon zest and juice. I like the zest and the juice. Oh yeah, Nike, for sure. Would have been good on the chops like we were talking about, right? Pork and fruit, great combo. Grabbing our microplane one more time.
You got stream sniped by another person.
Okay, so about half a teaspoon of lemon zest. We really don't need a lot because we don't want the lemon to be really forward, but I like how the lemon complements the blueberry and the chicken with the buttermilk. Puppy just swallowed all the carrot bits without chewing once. Oh man, those doggos. Some are savage. Josh, Sammy's parents are some of the greatest people ever. Went quite a ways to meet Hitch, and they're just getting soaked in the rain. They are always up for adventure. Yeah, they are very adventurous people, and I could see why Sam is that way too, right? I loved visiting there. Like, there was never a day where I was bored. They're always up to something for sure. Okay, let's do... Don't need a ton of lemon. Maybe a tablespoon worth of lemon juice. And so the lemon juice and then a little bit of pectin in the blueberries is gonna help thicken this as it cooks. And then Bonkman said we just needed a little bit of maple syrup. So yeah, Josh, one of the things that Sam's parents do, 2 years ago now, they tapped a bunch of maple trees in their backyard to just be like, let's see if we can get maple syrup. So yeah, this is from their batch last year. So they bottle it up every winter and send us a bunch. So let's do a tablespoon of that as well. And yeah, Sam might actually go with the maple syrup rather than the honey. I guess we'll see. The honey is slowly cooking down though. It's looking good. And I guess we can just put the like scantest amount of salt in here. And then one more thing. Yeah, shots of maple syrup. You guys know. You guys know what happens here. Just grabbing the thyme. Smells so good. Oh, the good stuff. Okay, there you go, guys. A nice, good handful of thyme, because we're going savory with this. And yeah, that'll cook down. Cheers, friends.
The golden nectar.
Does it taste different from store-bought? So that batch does. Because the first year they were cooking it, they did it over a wood fire in the backyard. So it's got like almost a smoky flavor to it. It's so good. But then the second year, they started doing it on induction burners. So less kind of smoky flavor. But yeah, it is different. And there's different levels of maple syrup too. So like the darker the syrup, the better the flavor. The lighter the syrup, the less kind of maple flavor you get.
JC, ready? Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Pass him the bottle. That's for you, Jay. Okay. Blueberry compote. We can check that last thing before we go outside. Rhubarb gin fizz. Sweet, guys.
And we gotta crust the bellies.
Oh, and we gotta crust some bellies, Sam says.
I already got the pellets and stuff ready to go. You can crust the bellies. Yes.
Here's the stuff I was talking about. Vanilla rhubarb simple syrup. So we gotta strain that. Have some club soda in the fridge. It's smelling really good now that the honey is come up. Here, I'll show you guys what's happening actually. Some fun things are going on. I'm just gonna turn that down to low now that it is simmering. Because we're not trying to really reduce the honey and make it thicker, but we are trying to infuse it with some spicy flavor. You're all that is man, Nike. And I think we'll let that go for maybe 5 more minutes. It really doesn't need much more time than that. Okay. How do I want to strain that? The other one is dirty. I'm gonna do a quick rinse of something. Give me a sec, guys. One thing that I definitely know I'm missing in my kitchen is just a small, like a really scant fine mesh strainer. You know, the one that like bartenders use sometimes for doing their citrus juices to get the pulp out. Yeah, I'm missing one of those. Okay. Rinse that all out. When you're on holiday somewhere, it's hard to recognize that lots of things taste much better than the store-bought stuff you get in the country. Peanut butter, maple syrup, and then back home you don't get the good stuff that you're now addicted to. Totally quad-core. It's like, that's not fair. Oh man, yeah, Daff. It is hot today, dude. Super hot. Super Troopers, yes. I love that movie, Nike, but I'm sorry, I don't often get movie references. Hi, AMK. I think I also put honey in here. Vanilla rhubarb honey syrup. I'm gonna taste one of these. Mmm. That's really good. Okay, we're not gonna throw any of the rhubarb chunks. I think I might make a tart or something with those. And yeah, so you can see like the color of the rhubarb is so unappealing after you cook it. I got 2 containers here. But if you make a syrup, it's this beautiful pink color. So all the color from the rhubarb kind of gets cooked into the sugar. Perfect, 2 cups worth. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn that honey off. Just let it start to cool down for us. Pour this stuff into there. It is a vegetable, Josh. And someone was saying earlier it's like a very sour celery. Yeah, it's a very sour vegetable, but when you pair it with sugar and a lot of the time strawberries, you can combine it with some great flavors. I think it's a thing that you would like have to grow up with. Yeah, sour celery. There's our gin. Just gonna go into the freezer and grab some ice. And this is a very simple cocktail. Definitely not a bartender by any means. So I think the only thing I'm going to do is just blitz up some ice. So kind of crush some ice in the blender for us. Yep, me too, LoJack. Eating the rhubarb raw, dipping it into sugar. Fancy gin, it is fancy gin. I can actually pop this down for you guys to read because it's not been opened yet. But it is a very fancy gin from right here in our little town is the distillery. They have won world awards with this gin. And we've actually not cracked this one open yet. But I have had it before. You're gonna try it? Yes. It is good raw, Josh. I know, Vion, I know you would love this. Okay, this is gonna be a bit loud when I turn the blender on to crush the ice, so if you're wearing headphones, just be aware. Okay, I'm starting. That's as far as we're going. Yeah, a little bit of like shaved ice thing going on. I am in. Okay, pop that over there. I guess we'll open it up. Yeah, this microphone setup is so good, Swilliams. This. Oh, are you ready? The satisfying little. It says, as refreshing as a seaside stroll with citrus, floral, and notes of the sea. Our seaside gin is made from our vodka and botanicals from land and ocean. Juniper, rose, coriander, hand-harvested winged kelp, lavender, and citrus is what is in the gin. That is my honey vanilla rhubarb simple syrup.
Oh. Oh.
And yeah, we don't drink very often either, guys. But every now and then, you need a little cocktail in your life. I think I'm gonna go with this little short glass for the fizz. Do it for the fizz. But maybe we'll also do one with no fizz, because I love these little tulip glasses. Did your sub die? I don't think so. Why, what's up, Bonk? So yeah, we have a couple different glasses to use here. First things first, we gotta get our shaved ice into the bottom of the cup. And there's a couple of bigger cubes too, and that's okay. I'll do a couple different versions of this. In our tulip glass, we'll go with no fizz and see what we think. No club soda. And the other ones will lighten it up. I think bartending would be a very fun job if you are interested in food as well. I think they kind of go hand in hand. Just mixing up the flavors, right? Having fun with it. That's what you do, Jen? Yeah, you bartend, right? Okay. I guess we'll measure. Oh, where did our little... Where'd the shot glass go, Sam? Like the ounce measuring one?
The one I just...
Oh, that's what you use. It's okay. We have a clean one in here. I forgot that you used that one, or I didn't see it. On ice only? Yeah, F it. Learn to hate it. Just count to 10 as you pour. I always hate pouring out of this glass because it loves to like spill down the side. It's like, well, that's a waste of alcohol. So I gotta go quick. Sound effects always help too. Like, I'd be the bartender's like, boom, bam, boom.
How?
Okay, Sam and I will drink that one together, probably pretty quickly. Auto-tune? Yes, Taz. Okay, and now just like a little hint of our simple syrup. I guess I should probably see how it tastes, even though I tried the rhubarb. That's delicious. Definitely get really great rhubarb flavor from that. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of honey, which I thought the floral from the honey and the vanilla would really complement the gin. It's so pretty. I don't like cocktails too sweet, so we'll see how that is. Booze? Booze. Swirl it. I like the viscosity of it. Oh, yes. I'm awake. This is for us to drink quickly.
I'm not a big fan of gin.
That's for me to drink quickly, I guess. Sam's not a fan of gin, but he bought all this gin.
Yeah, for you.
Oh my god. I did not realize that.
It'll last a while.
Can you just try it?
Yeah.
Are you out of sorts?
No.
I think he's out of sorts.
It is tasty though.
Oh, phew. This just in. See? I put a smile on his face. That's what he needs. Yeah, it's like, are you half asleep right now?
When did I not have a smile on my face yet today? I've had a great smile.
Okay, well, we made this cocktail for someone else, I guess.
I'll drink the other one with the fizz.
Okay.
You can have this one.
Okay, I'll fizz Sam's up. I want to open this new can.
I was waiting for the fizz one.
The fizz. He needs his fizz. And I think that's going to be very nice. The little bit of effervescence.
Thank you. This is tasty.
You also said that was tasty.
Yeah, but this is tastier.
Tastier.
Then you just do this. So you're not gonna drink that one, so you just do this. And you put this one there. And you're good. Now you
He
got-
says, we're not going to drink that one. I'm going to fizz mine too then. He just like quattroed my drink. I really love the color. Okay. Cheers. Cheers.
Sunday fun day.
Oh, the fizz.
Fizz.
Rhubarb gin fizz.
It opens up the gin.
Yeah. Mmm. That was a good one. I'm happy that we got into
I
that.
did that just before drinking this.
Yeah, Sam's done. See you. Time to start up the fryer.
Yes.
Do not try this at home.
Safety first, kids.
Do not
Do
try
not.
this at home. Okay. Crossing off the last thing.
So,
Okay, we gotta heat up
This is
some
Kate's
fires
method here.
outside.
so You know, I just went outside, and then you give me a drink, and then you.
I wasn't paying attention to what you're doing.
Oh man.
Oh, he'll be bouncing around for sure.
Yeah.
He's not falling asleep on these chicken and waffles.
No.
Okay, we're gonna go outside, guys. Just gonna go set up the camera for us. And we gotta heat up 3 grills.
Yes.
I know we still have to do the bacon, but we gotta get those heating up first, I think. Because as the grills heat. Okay.
As soon as we're ready, I'm starting. Do you want to bring it
Okay, there we go.
over here?
Oh,
Or...
you wanna go that way?
Yeah, I think that would be easier. Because then you can just move it back and forth when we need it. Start that one first.
That's all we got. That's all we got. Okay, I'll switch to outside for you guys. And then we'll get it set. Oh my gosh, Hitch's in Sam's parents' house. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna go grab the bacon real quick from the fridge, guys, while Sam starts this up with you. Okay, I'm back, friends. This is the new one, Daff. This is the Looflighter X. And so Sam has, let me ask him, but I think here he's using maple pellets. I think he's using maple pellets. Are you using maple?
Maple and pecan.
Maple and pecan.
Yeah.
Just gonna take it back a little bit if we can.
Yeah, you can just take the lens out too.
And so the heat element at the bottom of that thing is like 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the new toy. We're gonna make an unboxing video for it as well. Yeah, take my money. Yeah, it's battery powered, dude. So this is the future for sure. And yeah, so we smoke our bacon with pellets for about 24 hours. So that's a cold smoke. And then the last hour we hot smoke it just to bring it up to temp, so cooked through. And then it's always safe to eat. And then yeah, you get two different kind of smokes on it. Yeah, it's a rechargeable battery, so you put it on a dock to recharge it. So it's got a really great setup, and it says it lasts 10 lights. Lasts for lighting 10 fires. Okay guys, I'm gonna put this hot honey just into a little jar for us. While Sammy's doing that. And that way it'll be easy to pour later. Yeah, it's really cool little device. Like really great upgrade from the previous model, I would say, Nike. Like it lights the fire in no time. I know the smell right now, Vian. I'm not even outside, but I know that smell. Yeah, this is about the only thing we typically use the pellets for, and that's just to keep it nice and cool, Trev. So I'll show you the bag. I'll run outside real quick. I'm done the honey now.
Are you basically ready to go other than...
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
so
we
I'll
can
light
keep
the other
going.
two.
Yeah. So those are Traeger pellets, is what we're using. Yeah, you can probably light all three. The bacon crust is what, Sam?
Just peppercorns and a little bit of maple syrup or mustard.
Oh, just to like adhere it?
Just to adhere. Only the top.
Okay. Yeah. They really are excellent, Kingstar. You notice with the Luftdaff that trying to like previously use charcoal is a bit of a pain? Huh, like it just sparks up so much. Okay, so the Mini Max, what he's lighting now, guys, that's where we're gonna cook our blueberry thyme compote, just over the charcoal on that little guy in the pot. And then I'll also be in charge of the waffles over there. So we have our little waffle iron spot cleared. And then Sammy will be frying the chicken in the one on the very right-hand side. Okay, it takes a long time. I would say the Luft struggles the most with the Jealous Devil charcoal. Sounds good, Bonkman. You're going for a lurk, but you're not leaving soon, right? You're just lurking for now? Okay, once Sammy has that one lit, we'll come inside. We'll finish up just crusting the bacon with a little bit of maple syrup on the fat cap to adhere a bit more peppercorn. Because we do a pepper bacon. Oh, I got a pepper sneeze coming in, I think. Okay, let's switch in here for a bit. So you guys remember when we rinsed the bellies yesterday on stream? So they sat overnight, just open like this. So you can see how it got kind of tacky and dried out. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So I'm actually just gonna move this guy off. Still trying not to sneeze from that pepper. It might sneak up on me though. This guy got tacky as well, and that is called forming, excuse me, when the pepper gets in your nose. So forming the pellicule. And that is what helps the smoke adhere to the meat better. So getting it nice and tacky on the outside. Done with all those kitchen cloths for now. And I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick. Then we'll do a little drizzle of maple, rub that on, sprinkle our pepper, and then do the other one. You don't usually try and relight the old charcoal or used charcoal. Yeah, so much bacon incoming. How did we learn the finer details about smoking? A little bit in some restaurants that I work in, but mostly just reading and yeah, putting in the time. We've had our first egg for 6 years now. So in these past 6 years, we've done quite a bit of cooking on them and slowly like streamlining everything. I know, Petey, how cool is that though, right? Hitch is chilling with Sam's parents. I'm so happy he decided to meet up with them because yeah, ultimately it is still his choice. He could have been like, you know what, I'm not really interested. But he knows us now and he knows that we wouldn't lead him astray. So yeah, super pumped that we found a nice little happy spot to stay dry with. They're having pastries and stuff. This is BS. We just get put to work. Okay, so a touch of maple. This is what happens, Sam, when you bike across the country to visit your parents instead of flying. I guess this is what we gotta do next time. Okay, we're going for the sprinkles. And Sam says just on the top crust with the pepper. And it's not a heavy layer either, just a nice even layer. So you know that it's gonna be pepper bacon. It's like, oh, is that black pepper? Must be pepper bacon. Done, just like that, nice and even. Thank you, Petey, for those 10 biddies. Much appreciated. And Gabe Michaela, thanks for that follow. I'm sorry I missed that earlier. Okay, next belly. I don't want to lay it on top of that because then we're going to wreck our crust we just made. I'm just going to take it out of the cloths. And then I should be able to do it maybe like that. No. I'll grab the lid. Get the lid. That. One more hand wash. No cross-contamination of raw goods. One more little maple drizzle. This is not Sam's parents' stuff. Yeah, this is the cheaper maple syrup, the all-purpose. Oh, Lee Daff, gifting 5 subs to the community, man. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. And welcome in all new subs. You want to really get in all those crevices too. He's building up our community. One gifted sub at a time. Okay, hey, it's me, Salty. So we got a food and drink streamer that got a sub. Jaxie, Bad Nova, Diggity Dog, and Petey. Welcome in, guys. Okay, last hand wash. And then the sprinkle. Do we know, Snake Eye, where we can get the grill pellet holder thing? Yes. I'm gonna type in chat for you, okay? It's called Amazin. Amaze-N pellet grill. Amazing. And it works so well. So well. So what Sam does is you light it on each side and then it slowly works its way around that little maze. And if you fill it up full, it lasts 8 hours. So then we redo it. We do another rendition of it. Do about a 16-hour pellet smoke, cold. And then we use charcoal and wood to do the hot smoke for an hour. Whew, that was a bit over there. Good to go. Awesome. Bacon has been crusted. Get rid of those. We'll just set that aside. So here is the hot honey that we made. So see how it got like a nice kind of amber hue from the chili flakes? So that's how it looks. I just poured it into this little jar and then we can just pour it over our plate later on when everything is put together. I'm gonna have a quick little sip of our gin fizz. And then let's open up our chicken. And I think I'm just gonna cut the thigh pieces in half. Wow, that is a good little cocktail for brunch. Dunking your pizza? Yes, I have had a pepperoni pizza with hot honey on it. Is so good, Nike. So good. I think I'm just gonna reuse this little pie pan I have here. So once the chicken's cut, we'll just put it back into that pan to grab from. And we don't have to reserve all of this buttermilk marinade either. It's done its purpose. Stay there. Yum. Okay, so that's the thigh. So I cut the bone out from here last night. And then yes, we're keeping the skin on. So I'm gonna go kind of right in the middle. And we'll just go in half so we have just a little bit smaller pieces of chicken to cook. They'll also cook quicker this way too. Just then we can put more pieces on the plate. So it's kind of deceiving. It looks like there's more as well. Smaller pieces are super deceiving. I know, especially for this dish, kiwi mish, where this dish is not really meant to be eaten with your hands. So you shouldn't be keeping the bone in the dish. I mean, yeah, we can serve this plate with a knife because of the waffles, but you shouldn't be struggling to like cut a bone out of the chicken.
My dad's doing story time.
Oh man. Hitch is never gonna leave. Hitch is stuck in Petawawa. He never left. Sorry, guys. That's the end of his adventure. Kirk Shannon Streams a little later. Someone I might be interested in. Remind me later on. Maybe we can hit a raid for him or something, Nike. And if you can, send me a message with that name again so I don't forget. Okay, there's that mess dealt with. Things just keep getting easier and easier here. One more time, wash up the hands, rinse off our board. The dough is mixing. Are you making another sourdough today, Annie? What number is this even? Sourdough number 4? Okay, I'm gonna start bringing stuff outside, guys. We're all prepped up and ready to go. Maybe 7 or 8? Cindy Lohu. Thanks for that follow. That's unreal. So you've just kept up with it then the whole time, Annie. When your dog scares you and himself. Aww, what a cutie. And he's so big too, right? Christopher Collects, our Sunday crew. Welcome in, guys. Hi, Lynn. How's the weekend? How was the day? What'd you guys find? Hi, Coin Collector. Amazing and crazy hunt, Stacy. Tell us about it. Hi, Chalky Garden. Tons of coins. Well done, guys. Well done. Posted in general. Thank you, Nike. Thank you for popping that in Discord. I'm like most attentive to Discord all the time. Well, congrats, friends. I'm gonna give you this cheers of this little rhubarb gin fizz that we made today. A little bit of a brunch cocktail. Before we start, we're gonna head outside right now. And we're cooking all with fire because it's way too hot inside here today to start up the stove. Today we are making, that is a lovely view. So our left-hand smoker there, we are popping on 2 whole pork bellies to smoke some bacon. And then the middle cooker is where we're gonna make a thyme and blueberry compote. I'll also be cooking some waffles outside there. They are cornbread waffles too, by the way, guys. And then in the very right-hand smoker or cooker, we are going to be deep frying the chicken. So fried chicken and waffles. We have some soul food on the menu today. Cindy Luhu, thank you very much for those 10 biddies. 142 Brexit coins, Olympics, and loads of other coins. Good job, guys. I'm sure that's always so exciting. Okay, so there's the waffle batter that we mixed up earlier. I think I'm just gonna pop this guy over here for now. And then our blueberry. So in here we have 1.5 cups of blueberries, a teaspoon of lemon zest, and a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a handful of thyme, so the herb fresh thyme leaves, and as well as a tablespoon of maple syrup, and then that will cook down and get like nice and saucy. Now coming out, so we just finished cutting up before you guys came in our chicken thighs with the skin on. And last night I just put them in a marinade with some buttermilk and hot sauce. And then just this morning, we cut them up into more bite-sized pieces. This dredge, super, super simple, all-purpose flour and a little bit of cornstarch to help with the crispiness. And about a tablespoon of a Cajun seasoning. I was like, is this guy on to you? Yeah, she's going. She's slowly going. Okay, just gotta get the waffle iron set up. Thank you. There's not a ton of room out there. Oh, you can put it on the chair though, Sam. And then this, so this is just some honey that we put about a teaspoon of chili flakes into. And then we just heated that up for about 5 minutes on the stovetop, poured it into this little jar. And that's one of our garnishes, let's say. That. And then this should be, I think, my spot for the waffle iron, right, Sam?
Yep. I can take the gloves out of there.
So we have the waffle batter in front of the waffle iron. And then our plug is right there. That's doable.
So you just move the waffle iron forward. Move the batter over to this side. There you go. Lots of keys.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm not gonna plug it in yet because as soon as we plug it in, it's on. Is it time to put the bacon on first, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
The pellets should be ready.
Oh yeah, they're ready.
So this is the extra large big green egg. I'll bring out the bellies for us. And feel free to ask any questions about these cookers, guys. Is one thing that Sam and I are really proud of this year is we are now sponsored by Big Green Egg Canada. So we're part of Team Green. So it is our job to teach you guys all about this. Cook the waffles on the fire, Trev. Just a fire-powered waffle iron. Oh yeah, baby.
Just put it down there for a second.
Okay.
Just want to scrape it off first. Just hold your laptop for a couple minutes.
She ain't connected anyways.
What?
We gotta scrub that grill up. I'll just hold it for you.
Yep.
So these pork bellies, friends, we have come up with our own special bacon tier recipe. So if you're someone that enjoys making your own bacon, this could be for you. It's all done by weights and percentages of the weight. So every time we make the bacon, it's always gonna be the same. Really simple: salt, sugar, black pepper, and curing salt. That is it. Shall I close that, Sam?
Yes, please.
And then that sits for 1 week in the fridge.
A little bit as well.
Like half? Okay. So the bacon sits for 1 week in the fridge in that cure, and then yesterday morning we rinsed it off, let it dry out a bit in the fridge so it gets a bit tacky on the surface, and that helps the smoke adhere to it. You can't use the eggs when you're living in a city. What a pity. It depends on the city, I think. We got away with using our large on our balcony in Vancouver in like the high-rise area for a couple years before someone pulled the fire alarm and wrecked it for everyone. So those are gonna smoke like that for about 16 hours. So it's a long process. Just gonna wash up my hands. And then we'll check out the mini max there, and we should be able to actually get our compote going. It'll take 15 to 20 minutes. And then hopefully our fryer will time out, start frying up the chicken and have everything ready. Duncan Sample, thank you for that follow and welcome in.
Did you break the chicken down into three or something?
I cut the pieces in half.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, old style. It depends on where you live for sure. And hang on real quick, guys. I'm just gonna change the battery in my transmitter pack. Okay, we back. We back. I'm just gonna bring a little spoon out there for our compote as well, and a spoon holder so I don't color the cedar purple from the blueberries. Hey, he touched my pot. He's touching my pot. He. We can pop this guy back here, I think.
Actually, move it over here. Out of the way.
Here's our little spoon holder. I'll put the hot honey just back there. Sam's drinky. I'm gonna try and come in here a bit more. So those are a nice bed of coals, nice and red. So very smart, obviously, to pop your pot where it will cook the most evenly. And well, I will say I've never made something like this over the fire before, so this is new. But I'm hoping it'll take about 15-20 minutes. I don't think we gotta plug it in just yet.
I want to do a test one.
Oh,
I'm hungry.
testing waffle. Sam needs a waffle snack, guys.
Oh yeah. Smoke.
Oh yeah. We got some juices happening in the bottom. Sweet. First time cooking chicken and waffles like this, though. Cooking outside on a fire, Eric. Today's the day for it. It's already too hot inside. I feel it.
Yeah, we're not even cooking inside.
Yeah.
Let's see what temperature is real.
Okay, Sam's checking the large over here. He's got his oil in the wok already. And it is reading about 170 Fahrenheit. So we're gonna go, usually fry chicken at what, 325?
Yeah, about that.
Don't wanna go too high with chicken, just because it takes a bit longer to cook through. So you don't want it to go too dark brown on the outside before the chicken is cooked. So all we gotta do, just be careful with this handle, right? Because it is gonna start to get hot. It's actually not bad, but we do have, if we look in there, there's some blueberry juices. This is fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but I like fire. Not just cooking with it, I just like fire in general. Nice one. Sammy just came out with our non-stick spray for just a one-timer on the first waffle. Okay, Annie, you're using 100% hydration ratio on your dough this time. It's a lot stickier than you've ever used. I think that might be due to your starter as well. She's getting some age to her. I'm excited for you. Please post it once again. Eric, you mowed the lawn, popped you a kettle sour beer, fruited with passion fruit, lemon, lime, and orange. That sounds so refreshing. We could go for one of those today for sure. Hello, Sue Long. Thank you so much for those kind words. Yeah, we were really hoping Hitch would be down to meet Sam's parents because they're so awesome, and I think he would have a great time. So pumped about that. Thank you for stirring my blueberries, Sammy. Yeah, he's experimenting. I heard a blueberry pop. Nom.
The fact that my parents like had food ready for them is pretty awesome.
I was hoping they'd do like a raclette or something.
I think they're
That'd
gonna
be
do something
epic.
like that tonight.
I feel it. I'm actually jealous of Hitch right now. Like, you guys are always jealous of Sam. I'm jealous of Hitch.
I know what my parents can cook. He's gonna eat really good.
Who knows what raclette is, guys? That was something that I remember when we visited a few years ago. These aren't super juicy, hey? They're not as watery as they typically are. I might have to add a bit of liquid into there.
I think you should.
Hey, Sam?
Yeah.
Like maybe 1/8 of a cup of water?
Yeah.
Very scant amount of water. CBD, Hitch does not partake. Hitch does not partake in cannabis.
Nope.
It was funny when we sniped him and brought him here, he sat like right down on his scene, right beside the bongs. And he didn't even realize, and his whole chat was like bugging him until he's just looked beside him, and I like sneakily just took the bongs away. I know, this is a great,
You're not getting hot
great little
inside,
fire, Sam.
but see how hot that is standing over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just that little bit more of liquid in the pot will submerge the thyme and just get the flavors married up a bit quicker. We'll see how long it takes this to actually come up to a simmer. I really hope we'll get there though. I think we will.
Oh.
So exciting. Oh, you wanted to snipe him with a jar? I know, there is nothing wrong with it. But that's the thing with Canada, Nike, is it's legal everywhere here. And yeah, Canadians are pretty chill about it, I would say, for the most part. Because yeah, we're all allowed to grow up to 4 plants per household. I don't know if that's every province though. Some of the provinces as you go east kind of crack down on the laws. A little oil test. 265? 870. 275, we'll say. About 50 more degrees to go. We are simmering in the bluebird pot. This is exciting. Every time I cook with the egg, I also get so much more comfortable with it. But we're simmering.
No big deal.
No big deal, Sam. Oh, okay, you got your cup measure. He's going for the spray. Let's test out the cornbread waffle. You need a bit more.
That's what I want.
Oh, he's going for not.
I'm having it test out cornbread waffle.
Oh, he doesn't want a full one. He wants a snack size.
Snack waffle.
Okay, so this blueberry compote, the consistency we're looking for in the end is it's gonna be like syrupy, and then the blueberries will still be a bit loose. Hopefully they break down a touch simmering away in those juices. But yeah, it's gonna be more of a loose sauce than something that would like coat the spoon per se. Dear 1985, thank you for that follow and welcome in. Hi, Cheese. It is going great, my dude. Had to run a free pie down to the pool to try and gather new peeps. Love it. That is the best way to market yourself.
Good idea.
Oh, just give them a little taste and then they're wrecked forever. They're like, wow, I need some of that in my life all the time now. Yeah. Matt Bilardo, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome in. I see fried chicken. Crux clicks. We almost there, man. The oil is almost up to temp, and then we'll be frying. The drug dealer approach. Yeah, pretty much, Williams. Just a little taste. Get him hooked.
I swear, don't try.
Nope. Cheese was told his Sicilian was better than Antico, which is a very popular joint there. Oh, be careful, man.
That's when it starts.
Be careful. Watch out, world. The cheese pizza is here. It's about to get cheesy. Oh, Sammy. Some silent frying happening over here. Just sneaky Sammy frying. The sound. The sights. I'm gonna go for a closer. And these pieces of chicken, maybe 6 minutes. Little 6-minute fry. Maybe
More,
5.
No, more 8.
Maybe 8, Sam says.
A little bigger than a chicken wing. Chicken wing's 8 pounds.
A bit bigger than a chicken wing, but it also has no bone. The waffle's smelling good, so let's get back over there. Not yet, but that's a nice batter. Also, gotta turn that to max. I don't know about your guys' little waffle irons, but we have ours cranked all the time. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. 0XP, thank you for the follow. The dredge LoJack was a cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and a tablespoon of Tony Chachere's. Jeez, you know what, man? These are Big Green Egg towels that they matched to the eggs themselves. And so I was tired of Sam bunging up all of my nice white kitchen towels with charcoal and such from out here. So I told him, or he told himself, before I had to go grab some nice green towels for barbecuing. Okay, now that we got our first waffle rendition made, I also cranked up the iron. It wasn't cranked all the way.
Yep.
We got our chicken going. Let's go, guys. The only thing we're gonna have to do for this lovely little blueberry thyme compote is just take the thyme stems out. But so far, it's bubbling away really perfectly. You need the spider? I can go grab that for you. Oh no, the waffle's growing. The table or grill's probably worth more than your car. It might be. And yeah, these are an investment, right? Is we spent a bunch of money on these because we know that down the line, they'll also make us some money, right? The wok that we're using to fry in, Petey, is a carbon steel wok from Big Green Egg as well. And yeah, CB, compote is similar to a jam. I would call it a loose berry sauce. Yeah, the fryer is an egg accessory. Love how you said that, LoJack. Is this an egg accessory? And so far, guys, we don't have any... Oh, it did sploot. We don't have any like product codes or anything like that, but in the future, we're really hoping to get you some dealios for the eggs as well. Everything takes time though. We got a little bit of time for that. How was the waffle, Sama? Good amount of cornmeal and stuff? Perfect.
I'll give you the first piece of the chicken, the first waffle, and the berry sauce. You want to side the plate? Or do you want
Sure. We'll see how that first waffle comes out.
It should be big.
It should be good. What do we do with the oil in the wok? How many times do we reuse it? It depends on what you fry, Toxic Steve.
Every time.
But I would say anything with a loose dredge, like what we're doing today, is way harder on frying oil than something like fish and chips, where it's more of a batter that just cooks together. So yeah, the loose flour will kill your oil. And if you do like a clean fry, just fish and chips, you could use it at least twice, maybe 3 times. And then you just have to strain it every time to get some of those particles out. And then yeah, when you go to throw out the oil, never pour it down the drain. We just use typically an old milk jug or something to pour the cooled down oil in, and it goes in the garbage. But I would love to give it to someone that's running like biodiesel or something. Thanks, Stacy. You also enjoy your night.
We do pizza with our pizza board.
So don't use it until it's totally opaque. I wouldn't, Williams. I wouldn't. Oh, we almost there on that waffle. Okay, I'm gonna go get a plate for myself. All of the BGEs and a waffle iron. I am stoked on this right now, Bonkman. This is so much fun. Just kind of switching it up, right? We splooted the waffle iron though. That's okay. That looks pretty perfect to me, guys. And that's why we have this on a plate, just in case it does sploot over. I'm gonna use this to try and dig this out. Cause it's hot, hot, hot. And we'll drop in Sam's next round of batter before we go inside to plate. I would say we nailed it on that cornbread waffle batter. And no hornets allowed, please. Please, hornet. No wasp waffles today. No, not for you. Okay, we got this, and we got this. I'm running in real quick.
Nice waffler.
I will use our egg mitt to take the compote in. Sammy's got it, never mind. Get the chicken?
Get the chicken.
Okay. We're back inside. Yeah, they're pests for sure. Okay, let's get all this together. Waffle. Should be able to just kind of pick those bitties off. Sam tested the chicken. How was it, by the way?
It just needs a little bit of seasoning.
I was gonna say, we'd never seasoned it. Next step for our waffles, we're gonna pull it all apart. I know you guys are like, what? Say what, Kate? And we gotta do this quick. Next step, I'm just gonna take all of our thyme stems out of the compote before we go to ladle it over. Oh, I'm eating it. Sam took it out on his little fried chicken tray to snack on. Yeah, we're eating those little bitties, Nike, don't worry. This is a bit loose, but I'm okay with it because the waffles soak it up really nice. Okay, are you guys ready? Just gonna do a little wipe on my plate. Got a bit steamed up. Here's what we do. We're gonna go boom. We're gonna go chicken, waffle, chicken, waffle. Spread this out a bit. Chicken, waffle.
On the exact same plate, too.
I know, I was like, I have to, Sam. I have to. Oh, that piece of skin there.
This is the dish, exactly in its form.
I feel like I'm working in the restaurant again. Okay, get a spoon. It's a big serving, yeah. But if you think about it though, it's only like 2 small chicken thighs and 1 waffle. Okay, so just a bit of the compote, and I like to go more kind of like berry heavy. Just spooned over the waffles a bit and the chicken. We're not like dousing it in it. But we are adding a little bit of color, contrast for sure. And then I always like just kind of letting them cascade down like that. And then another little bit, just put some of that juices out. Just kind of starting here and then let it go out. And now I'm gonna bring it in for you guys. And we're gonna come in with our hot honey. Should be able to just pour it out of the jar or a squeeze bottle. Goodbye, quad-core. Have a wonderful sleep. And just get like a little drizzle. That's gonna be quite a big one. Oh, it is pretty big. I'll get a spoon and just do a little drizz. Okay, there we go. So boom. And yeah, just let the hot honey fall over the plate. And I think it just brings in like all of the savory and sweet elements to the dish. And then usually I do like a little bit of honey around the edge. And that's it. That is it in its simplest form. Fried chicken and waffle plate, guys. You're about to die. Meow Mia. Yeah, can you pay to try? Hey, if you live by us, for sure. For sure. Sam, do you remember what the price point was on this plate?
$18.
$18 we charged for this on the brunch menu at the brew pub. Canadian. Yeah, so like $5 pretty much American. You're expecting like 22 Greek? Because yeah, you know the prices in Vancouver are not cheap. Yeah, we had like one of the most affordable brunches in this city, I would say.
We did. Keyword.
Yeah, did. It doesn't exist anymore, sad to say, guys. I'm getting into this chicken. It looks so crunchy and juicy. Thank you for that follow as well, Meow Mia. There's a little bit more of the thyme stem, but let's see how we did. It is still around. I know that they've just changed the menu a ton since we left, so it's called Big Rock Brewery. Big Rock Brewery in Vancouver. We opened it together. Mmm. The buttermilk flavor And like the garlicky or spices in the Nando sauce sitting in there overnight is so good with fried chicken. Okay, let's put some blueberries on that. Actually, I want this bite because there's a bunch of honey in that little waffle divot. That's gonna be an epic bite. Mm-hmm. The waffles aren't too crispy either.
Perfect.
And yeah, they turned out like perfectly savory. Right in the middle.
The only thing we didn't use was pickled jalapenos in the waffle.
Mmm. That was the one other thing that we did to the waffle batter, guys. Sam just reminded me. We used to ferment jalapeno peppers. And then we put like a couple little spoonfuls of those into the waffles. So good. What are you doing? Just having some chimkin?
Yeah.
You have a late night ice cream, Judo? And it has a bubble gum stick? Wow, throwing it back. Yeah, you're an adult. You swear. Okay, this little bit. Fried chicken skin right here. Mmm. Sam's just going for a little hot sauce.
My parents are taking a hitch around at a long for ice cream.
He doesn't look like he's having fun at all. I am so content. This is reminding me of, yeah, kind of working in the kitchen, working brunch shift with Sam. That's like really how we started to bond, is when we both worked at the glass house together on brunch shift. It was just the two of us that would open the kitchen. A lot of hours together, it adds up quick when you're doing like 12-hour shifts. Super pumped that I was able, or that we were able to share this one with you guys. And yeah, we learned what soul food was today, where chicken and waffles really came from. And we just showed you guys how to put your own little spin on it. So you could switch out the blueberries for many different fruits as well. Any type of stone fruit would be super good as well. Mm-hmm. North Carolina staple. Nice, Javi's dad. Okay, give me like 30 seconds. I just really have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Thanks for hanging on. Yes, the gin fizz. That was really good too, Javi. I wasn't hitting the bong, Nike. Look at this guy. He is like sweaty. So yes, it is a hot one today. We're gonna go take a little trek down by the river. And Sammy's gonna do some drone practicing flying again. Get a little bit of our vitamin D, and then we'll probably hunker down and try and stay cool inside for the rest of the day.
Watch some Formula One.
Yeah, watch some Formula One. They're in Spain. I know you're just joshing, my dude.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna go raid Hitch, of course, because we need to see what he's getting up to with Sam's parents. That is hilarious still to me. Yeah, hilarious. Love the internet. Thanks, guys, so much for the awesome weekend of food. Welcome in all new followers. Thank you for all the gifted subs, the biddies, the donations, the resubs, the follows. It all adds up, right?
Yeah, zoom this camera in. Look at the sweat on this hot sauce.
That's some hot sauce. Holy. Holy.
Woo!
Yeah, it's hot today.
We didn't even cook inside.
No, we didn't even cook inside. That was a blast, by the way, cooking outside. So if you guys can think of any other things that you want to see us like cook fully outside, let us know. I'm down. Okay, I'm getting this hitch raid ready to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I don't have anything planned for the menu yet next week, but we'll be back at the same time as always on
Sunday we're doing
Friday.
a Montreal smoked burger
This just in.
on a pretzel bun.
Sunday, we're cooking with Sammy next week. Finishing one of the magic cookies, little pot and pan redemption. And we're making a Montreal smoked meat burger on Sunday.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, see you Friday though, 11 a.m. Pacific. Let's hit this button and get ready to go. So I'll go spread our love across Canada and go see what Hitch is getting up to. Got a little taste of Sammy's parents, by the way. Okay, take care, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask, and go make someone else's day better. See you next week.